Well, it's yeah, a little bit of rough start today, at least for me. Hello, everyone. My name is Lyss. I'm Self-Confined God, and usual introduction aside, I guess today I'm sorry. My throat is a little bit sore. The weather outside is simply not the best, and I didn't get the chance to get myself anything to drink. That's a little bit problematic. And today was extra busy, so I didn't even have time to rest properly. So, today I'm setting up for a relatively short stream, and well, to make it short, I decided to pick a game that is supposedly isn't too big in itself. And I'm not sure how much a demo version of the game can be considered a game itself. So maybe I'm technically cheating here. But yeah, the game that we will be checking today is Chiaroscuro. At least I hope I pronounced it right. Supposedly it's Metroidvania, a classic 2D platformer with some special features. I'm not exactly sure what to expect, but I'm kinda considering that the game is probably don't have too big of a team, so I imagine it's something like Hollow Knight, but in very early stages of its development. And basically, in early stages of Hollow Knight development, the game didn't look very good, so expectations are low. I don't imagine to see too much content. The game isn't even out yet, there's only this demo version that is available on Steam. And yeah, I'm gonna try to play that. The only big thing, I guess, is that I didn't have time to check the game, like do a test start before I would start streaming. So we might stumble in some technical issues here. So So far, it doesn't look too bad. Oh, I guess I won't. Yeah. And obviously, just right next moment before, just as I start the game, everything is fine, and then suddenly everything breaks. Be right back. It's one of the things about. Oh, seriously now. It's one of the things that I really don't like about Steam controller is that it simply tends to break without a good reason. Although it might be the game itself, but I'm just not sure. Okay, let's try this. It seems like everything is mostly fine. Hopefully, and nothing will be breaking on us anymore. Rose? Rose! I spoke too soon. You have to wake up. You have to find the lights. Well, something is clearly not right about the controller support in this game, it seems. I'm not sure at this point who's to blame. That's just annoying. Well, so far this game doesn't seem to be too complicated. First thought so far is that game doesn't look bad in itself, but if developer of the game plans to somehow compete with other current popular and well-known Metroidvanias, he'll have to come up with something special for the game. Right now it just doesn't seem to just work out too well. Hmm. This game doesn't seem to like me all that much. I was pretty sure that at the start of the stream I set the volume to be lower. Well, either way, thanks for telling me. I probably wouldn't have noticed. Well, that's new. Oh. Why is there a save? Okay, that's a boss fight. Clearly. Well, that flopped. But the fight is pretty much like Fly. In Hollow Knight. Even the pattern itself looks similar. That was fairly simple. You passed this test. Not bad. The Kickstarter runs from October 1st to 29th. If you would like to see more development, consider giving a pledge. Well, does that mean that it's all that there is to this demo? No, that's how I was supposed to get up here. Instead of how I went. Oops. Let's explore a little bit more, but if there isn't yet nothing much else to it. Then I guess there's not all too much point in continuing. Because in all fairness, we're still too much issues in the game engine itself in this demo. And on top of other things, there's not much in the game itself that would catch an eye. The game itself looks nice, don't get me wrong, but there's still much to be done for this game to be able to compete with already existing titles on the market. Like, obviously, the biggest example would be Metroid itself. Ori, both games from the series, as well as Hollow Knight and upcoming Silksong. And those games are kinda hard to compete with. Nothing too innovative was basically introduced in this demo, so and again, it's clearly outdated since it links you to Kickstarter campaign suggesting to pledge, but campaign is long since over. Hello, Karn. Welcome to the stream. Although I'm afraid that we're almost done here, as a matter of fact. Much to my own disdain, but there's not really that much that I can do. The game is just this small. Game, explain your smallness. Um, Greetings then, and wait, are you the same guy from, like, the last stream? With the weird name that translates even more weirdly in Google Translate? Well, at least it seems like the leveling system here works. Although it's never explained in detail. But the higher your level is, the more damage you deal. Oh, great. Barely visible switches. Just the thing I need. Speedrunners will be using this mouse to get here. That's for sure. Unless there will be changes. Hello, Flask. I'm tired and a little bit sad. It's almost an hour since I started this stream, or like, well, launched it. And well, I was expecting to like have a pretty short stream in general, because I wasn't expecting the demo version of the game to be quite long, but let's say it's even shorter than I actually imagined it to be. I actually already finished it. So, yeah, I guess we will be class in the game now because there's literally nothing to do in here. Yeah, it's already finished. I'm I'm having kind of a little bit of mm, mixed feelings. Like, how do I say this? I wasn't coming with like too much of expectation because again, the game is still early in development and the demo put on Steam is probably more of a tech demo, I suppose, and doesn't provide too much in terms of what final product will look like, because there's probably will still be much and more changes as the game development goes. So, but I see they try, but controls are stiff. There's still a lot of bugs, some gameplay inconsistencies, like terribly working bow, enemy projectiles hitting you in strange ways, probably because of collisions. And, well, even with a little bit of wandering, it took me, I guess, probably 30 minutes to reach from beginning to end. And I'm also still disappointed about the fact that my Steam controller didn't work. At first, I was worried that it was controller at fault, because he got himself attached to different application. But it seems like the reason to me not being able to play with controller was actually the game not having a proper controller support. There's no controls customization yet, and control mapping is probably off and set only for specific types of controllers, and not working properly with Steam controller overlay. Yeah, that's probably something for the future, like, of all things. On the Steam page, right on the Steam page, the game demo description states that the developer didn't have a proper screen scaling. By the way, I was reading your Twitter feed yesterday. Are you talking collabs with anyone who replied with your fourth Steam idea? Yeah, I'm actually thinking about doing Final Fantasy XIV collab. It probably won't be too soon, like, clearly not this week. Not the next week, that's for sure. Which is because how do I explain this? You see, on December 2nd, I will be having my stream for Dead Cells, but at the same time, there will be maintenance going on Final Fantasy servers. Well, I would like to start early, to be honest, but aside from rallying up more streamers to join with, like, I at least have one already. I need to, like, wait for a response for a few more who responded to my tweet. The thing is, some of the streamers, the people who the VTubers. Yes, the VTubers who want to get into the game. Uh, some of them are still running free trial. It's that one that includes the uh, highly acclaimed A Real Reborn and Heavensward expansion with 60 levels with no restriction on playtime and all that stuff. I still love that advertisement. It's so terrible, but so good because it's so terrible. It's great. I think that's great advertisement. It's terrible, and that's why it's successful. But that aside, free trial, it's actually a huge problem. I have the full game. I want to, even I will be having issues. Then the game, then the servers will be started after maintenance, which will be on December 3rd, which is not official launch of Endwalker. It's a launch of early access. But the thing is, each time on new expansion release, there's a queue to enter the server. A queue is a huge problem because you will have to wait to enter the server, and for free trial players, it's even bigger of a problem because they will be pushed back to the very end of it and won't be allowed to enter until all the players with paid accounts are on the server. So anyone who is on free trial will have to wait extra. The situation here is, because of Endwalker release, there is guaranteed to be a huge influx of players, at least for the first week of the game release, of the expansion release. So at least for the first week, all the servers will be literally clogged with players. Well, yeah, kinda. The Square Enix been trying to, like, their hardest to improve server capacity, but chip shortage. Yes, a great thing that happened with COVID is chip shortage. The chip shortage leads to a shortage of basically a lot of items necessary to build a new server machine to expand their operation to allow more players into the game at once. So for the duration of like at least 1 or 2 weeks probably, while people are clearing early content, well, there will be a lot of players, there will be huge queues, and probably for free players it will be almost impossible to enter, or they will have an incredibly long waiting time to just log in into the game. So that leads to an issue where I will be able to enter the game relatively quickly, but many people who like still like want to try the game but not sure if they want to spend money on it, they will be sitting there for at least 1 or 2 more hours just to get in, and you can't really stay in the game for too long either, because yeah, well, I mean, new players can still play Endwalker, so I guess that's not a good time to do the free trial. Well, yeah, pretty much yes. That's the case. But like any new player that simply started the game and wants to get into the tune will be having a hard time trying the game anyways. Basically because everyone who paid for expansion will be filling up the servers. And it will be first week. I'm pretty sure of it. Then the week after, maybe there will be calm down for a little bit. Technically, a calm before the storm, because soon after that, the next small patch will be released, and there will be a raid dungeon added in the game, like raid series of 4 dungeons, 4 fights, and that will initiate another wave of the gamers, of the players flying back into the game. Everyone who will be wanting to try new raid instance, and then right after that, the many raiders who are aiming for the end game will start recruiting, trying out the new instance on Savage difficulty. They will be spending hours upon hours in the game to get the first clear before everyone else. And that will be ridiculous in its own way, but I can judge these guys. They are like... by all means, as players, they're probably better than me, but... sometimes I'm questioning if they are better as human beings, in all honest. I've seen too many people being kinda aggressive in raiding community. A little bit too toxic. But maybe it's just me, because, well, again, as a damage dealer, I'm not too good in this game. I'm just playing to enjoy it, and as a result, I'm just not exactly cut for the endgame content. Accessibility is in every game, though. Yeah, I guess you're right. It's, well, not even just a game, it's something that plagues many communities, even the ones that seem to be most friendly. There's always a little bit of it, and it's kinda hard to fight. It just happens, and there is no real cure to it, I believe. I wish there was, but I'm afraid there wasn't. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing anyone can do. It's just that some people just different, and I guess you will have to accept it. So yeah. I've been trying to, like... I just try to be that one less toxic person. That's fair. I'm also trying, in all honest. But sometimes it's kinda hard. I won't say that I myself was absolutely clear of being guilty of prejudice, of some people not picking up the pace, not performing to some form of standards. Sometimes even I can lose my cool. But I'm just trying to not let it show too much, or to, for the best, not even let that happen too often. Yeah, having fun is the main point of the game. If you don't enjoy it, then why you play it? But not everyone comes for it. Some people actually want to suffer. They come for a challenge, and if there is no challenge, if the game is to relax, then it doesn't provide them with sufficient stress and the amount of dopamine from clearing certain type of content, they become frustrated. maybe that's something that like professor in psychology would write an essay about. That would be interesting read. Like maybe some people are just, I don't know. Hmm, how do I say this? Maybe we are like dependent on that dose of dopamine released by organism after experience experiencing a huge amount of stress, which is why they seek the challenging games that would stress them hard enough. Maybe that's the thing. I'm not exactly good at human psychology and biology. Hormones. Hey, what's that? You tell me, I don't know. Well, if games are the only source of the dopamine, then that's fair. Yeah, I guess. Well, not just games, like very specific games. I was well, I know some people that been very stressed playing uh by playing by playing the cave story. Like the final stage of the true ending is really complicated. I will be honest. I've spent probably like half of playthrough just doing that one final stage. Like it was at least 9 hours of me just playing it over and over and over again. And well, yeah, admittedly, it was hard. It was challenging, and at the end, clearing it is like it was so much joy. I was very happy about it, about getting there. But like as I was playing, I didn't experience that much stress that I would like throw a tantrum or become excessively angry or try to break things in my room. That didn't happen. So maybe that's just me. Some people would like pull hair on their head, uh, start breaking items because of a single mistake they made that ruined their all playthrough. Like some would be trying to do the thing as fast as possible, and for their speed, a single mistake is crucial, and obviously that will get them angry. But I'm usually just taking my time, and yeah, it works for me. It might not work for others, but it works for me, and I'm fine. The only thing that kinda saddens me about raids, many of the end game content, such as ultimate instances and the savage raids, especially ultimate instances, they are providing special rewards for clearing them, which is stands to reason because unique rewards to unique stages, and I really like those rewards. But then I look at the stage, I look at how tough it is to find a team to play with for this specific content, and when I look at the amount of effort you actually need to pull, like not just you, it's the entire group that needs to put a lot of effort. It can be just like one professional and like 7 newbies that like just started to play yesterday. No, it won't work. The that content is built the way that you kinda need to perform your best if you want to achieve a clear. And hmm, I've tried that content, but well, Ultimate I never tried. I'm actually genuinely afraid that I won't be able to try it ever because of how difficult it is to find a team that would be willing to accept you and then also would be like everyone would get exactly good enough for clearing that content, and you wouldn't be afraid of dragging hours behind. Kind of complicated stuff. But yeah, it's basically not much left. What I have in mind is that during the FF14 club, I think you shouldn't try to min-max things, just focus having fun with the hours. Yeah, that's fair. One of the things that I probably won't be trying to do is like, okay, I will be trying to provide advices on how to level the best way, but I would like to not rush content. So, if it's possible, unless we will discuss otherwise, the people I'm going to play with, I would like to stay on the same level with them at all times. Yeah, well, let's be fair. I will tell you one thing: the entire A Realm Reborn, it's actually not too hard. The story content in itself is pretty simple, and it doesn't require too much from a player. And to top it all off, a lot of things have been simplified since the time I've started playing, like since the actual game release. There was a pretty serious rework to A Realm Reborn quests. From what I've heard, they now should be providing more experience, so you will be leveling faster, significantly, and I don't know how skills and classes work on Final Fantasy XV, but I think that's where the hours might get a little confused. That's also one of the things that needs addressing. It's somehow the things in the game in Final Fantasy, because of how much skills you can fit on a skill bar in Final Fantasy, you won't be actually having like that crazy amount of buttons to press like in I suppose in World of Warcraft, because with each expansion some new skills are getting added, some skills, some spells, but in exchange some of the older ones are getting removed. They're getting like actually cut out of the game. So at the end of A Realm Reborn, as it is now, there won't be too much buttons to press. And the main rotations for attacks and such are getting significantly simplified. So, as it always goes with each expansion, what rotation you have doesn't really matter until you actually reach endgame. So, on level 50, on level 60, there won't be too many buttons. And then you get the buttons to press. If there's some specific order to them, it's not too hard to figure out because there's specific combos for melee, there's some sort of combos for ranged, because some buttons are just need to be pressed in proper order. And for casters, there's not too much, anyways, in terms of that. For healers, there's only one button for attacks. Like, actually, no, two buttons. One is damage over time, and one is damage on skill. And that's it. Like, for example, I think they will ask what skill should they get. You might need to give them info about those things. No. There won't be problem with what skill you need to get. There's no skill trees. In Final Fantasy, you get all the skills in one straight progression. Most of the skills you get by leveling normally, and in A Realm Reborn and Heavensward, you just need to do job quests to acquire new job skills. And past Heavensward, all the skills are acquired by leveling. That's why. So it's only level gated. Yes! One of the best things about Final Fantasy that I loved, you don't need to, like, work with complicated skill trees. You just need to watch your progress. Early on, when A Realm Reborn was only released and there was new players, I've seen like some players were having pretty serious problems with their jobs. There have been kind of problematic players, like let's say Conjurer as a class, supposed to evolve into White Mage as a job. That what unlocks new additional skills and spells. And you need to like clear a job quest every 5 levels to acquire new spell. Well, the thing is, back then I've seen some conjurers at level 14 because they managed to never figure out that they actually need to unlock their job quests and get a job. That might sound a little bit offensive, but yeah, that's exactly what you need to do. You need to finish last class quest, and when you need to clear the next linked quest to unlock your class-related job, and after that, your class literally will be much stronger with additional tools. Pretty important ones, I might add. To like not cast too much of a shadow on those people, back in Realm Reborn, the system was a little bit more complicated because to get a new job, you would actually need to have the main class at level 13 with all class quests cleared, and then you will need to find and level secondary class for this job. And the combination sometimes might be confusing, and again, you still need to level another class to level 15 before you will be able to level to continue progressing with your main job, basically. It was a little bit of a confusing system, but I personally didn't mind because um, having all the classes at least at level 15, regardless of if you need that class for another job or not, is in its own way kinda handy. Back then, because uh, there was a system, slightly different system that allowed you to uh, have mm, skills from other classes on your main class. You would put them on a panel and then add to your toolkit, and it was kind of weird in its own way. I just bought the Monster Hunter World-based game. Have tried playing that? Actually, no. I wasn't interested in Monster Hunter World, in all honest. I might eventually try to buy Monster Hunter Rise, though. And I have Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate on my Switch. I was planning to play that as well, maybe. I'm not sure then, though. I need to figure that as well. Monster Hunter games are interesting in its own way. I've been playing them on my 2DS back then. Like, I cleared Monster Hunter 4 in the past. Yeah, I agree. But if I want to collab, I probably would need the Monster Hunter Rise. I tried the demo on Switch. It didn't look bad. It was pretty nice, but I had a little bit hard time getting used to it after Monster Hunter Generations. Like, Monster Hunter 4, Monster Hunter Generations are quite different from Monster Hunter Rise. It's probably going to be released on January. Monster Hunter Rise. Actually, let me take a look on the... I know there will be DLC for Monster Hunter Rise. Monster Hunter Rise is on Steam already. Oh, there's a possibility to pre-order. What's the Deluxe kit? Doesn't look very useful. Looks like some vanity junk. Hunter layered armor. Palamute layered armor piece. Palika layered armor piece. Gestures for jumps. Samurai pose. Kabuki face paint. Izuchi tail hairstyle. A lot of vanity garbage. Yeah, on PC it's getting released in January. I might pre-order that, I guess. That would make more sense than buying it on Switch. I suppose. My income isn't exactly, like, too large, to be honest. Sometimes I can't really... Hey, no need to be sad. Also, like, I'm not totally broke. I still have money to eat, and like, you know, I had a coin to actually get all this set up. Like, microphone is good. Model is pretty nice. Yeah, well, you're a broke one. Well, that also happens. Um, I hope your monetary situation will improve. Maybe try to not spend too much on gacha. Though I'm guessing that even with gacha, you are probably mostly free to play. Just a wild guess. A lot of modern gachas are actually fairly free to play friendly. Free to play, of course. Of course. Though some are pretty aggressive in terms of monetization, and that's kinda sad. But well, they also kinda no, I can't say they die fast. Fate is still alive. Everyone likes Fate gacha. I never played Fate. I just know. I don't. I suddenly realized that I really don't like some things with my overlay, so that goes here. Hopefully that will be fine. And I will go slightly here. But now my tail is kind of wagging all over the chat. Now that I think of it, maybe I should have just reversed my model to look in a different direction. Hey, my tail isn't sentient, but I I guess he's happy to meet new faces. Yeah, okay, now the tail fits properly into the window. So, no weird tip cutting, so yay. Yeah. I was also thinking to play Sky sometime, but not a great collab game, probably. It's really just to something casual to relax. I play it like daily, but just a little bit. Not too much of it. Just the bare minimum. Like I've been playing since Switch release, and at this point I probably can give a good competition and run for stuff I can acquire, and then places I can get into. Like I can give a good run for that to any veteran. Play catch on stream for ultimate relaxation. Hard. Like, to be fair, that would be that would be probably interesting experience, but I'm just even in Project Neural Cloud, I'm actually not playing too much, anyways. Mostly because they not releasing new content too fast, which I think is a good thing. But like right now, I don't even have a gacha I would roll in. I will have to wait at least 2 or 3 more weeks for. I will have to wait at least 2 or 3 more weeks for new banner, and then hope that it's either a new character or a character I don't have, because I literally have like 98% collection rate right now. I literally don't have only one character in the game, and I'm just not willing to roll a base banner for it. I would rather wait for general banner. Well, wait, not general banner, like targeted banner. Like some new character banner that would include the character I don't have. So I would roll it. And until then, I would just save up currency. I also still need to, like, visit pharmacy tomorrow. I've been having an issue with my right arm. The joint's been feeling a little bit stiff, so I want to get myself a bandage to get my hand fixed. So it would. It's fine, but like, the case is that I spend a lot of time working on my PC, and not only on mine. Like I also work with PC on work. Yes. So, in many cases, it happens that my right arm, the one that holds the mouse, may not be exactly in a good position. So the joint in the, how is that body part is called? I'm not very smart. Sometimes I forget how to English. Give me a second. Wrist, right. Well, massage is kinda helping, but the stiffness in the wrist joint is, well, it's not the muscles. It's just generally, the case of the arm not being in exactly good position. And the better way to fix it, technically, the better way to fix it is wearing a bandage, so the arm would always be in the right position, and there would be like too much stress. No, I don't think there's carpal tunnel, at least not yet. So one of the reasons why I want to actually buy a bandage is to actually prevent that case from happening. Better sooner than later. Because it's right now it's a minor stiffness in the wrist joint. But I already had a few times when I had a case of that stiffness been seriously hurting. So much that I actually had to relax for extended duration of time from using a mouse in general. So I had to use over controls to manipulate my PC. I understand how it hurts. I have some artist friends who also occasionally get that issue. for slightly different reasons, but it goes all the same, since it kinda comes from doing somewhat identical things, just a little bit differently. But yeah, I want to have bandage to prevent that case from happening. So I will be wearing it whenever I'm sitting at my PC using a mouse, to not let my hand just like destroy itself. Because, yeah, that would be very unfortunate. That's not something I would want to deal with right now. Oh, yeah, I guess also I need to make an announcement while we're still like at discussing everything. Since, well, the stream isn't exactly going for too long, but I probably will be heading out soon because I'm just too tired from having an excess of work today. But there is one thing. There was a job opportunity that was given to me just for this month, and the pay is kinda triple my current salary, and I don't actually even have to like leave my current job. So I basically keep the benefits from both, but yeah, I I hope so too. So yeah, I will be having to do two jobs, kind of, but will be having benefits from both. And the case here is, as as it goes, I will be having that secondary job that kind of pays better, but is only time limited for the next 3 weeks if everything goes fine. It should be completely clear by the end of this week. I will know for sure if, like, I'm accepted to that job, but, well, I'm not going to hiatus, but the probability that while I'm trying to stream at yeah, I'm sorry, I'm having hiccups. So, while normally I'm trying to keep my schedule to have three, 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 three streams every week, it might shorten to two streams or maybe even one stream per week, depending on how stressful the new job will be, because it will be taking a lot of my time, so it probably will be also exhausting me a lot. I'm probably won't be shutting down streams on Saturday because it's still weekend. I won't be working at that day, but for 3 weeks, I might not be able to stream as often. I will try to keep 3 streams per week, but if I will notice that it starts to get a toll on me, I will probably gonna like cut the streams off and maybe stream just less frequently and maybe for shorter duration of time. So I apologize for that possibility, for this happening. I have the only excuse I have is self-care because I want to enjoy streaming and I want everyone to enjoy me streaming. So if I'm stressed and in pain, exhausted, I probably won't be able to stream too well, and that's kind of ruining the entire thing. I don't want to push my luck, so I would rather not stream at all than stream rather than perform poorly at the stream. Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Flask. So yeah. Mm, uh, we will see what will be going next week. By the Saturday of this week, I will be knowing for sure if I'm actually accepted to that new job I will be having. And I won't be entirely sure how exactly that job will be going on until I will visit there first. Like, I will be shown the ropes, the basics of what I need to do tomorrow. Thank you, Flask. That means a lot to me. Like, that might be a little bit of overkill, but I'm still thankful. So, yeah. If there will be cases that I'm just too tired or there's any change of plans, I will be keeping info on my Twitter, like making a post that, hey, I'm just too tired and I won't be streaming today, so I'm sorry. I will see you on the next planned day on schedule, and all that kind of stuff. So I won't be keeping anyone in complete dark. So, but I will honestly try to still keep up because, well, streaming standards, community standards. People are streaming. Like, it's really important how much you are able to stream. I hope that I can start streaming as well, even with just a PNG or so, that I can maybe collab you and things as well. Yeah, that would be interesting. Try to plan it out. Maybe one day. That would be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Just still, before you will be doing it, you consider it seriously first, though, if you really want it. Also, I would I wouldn't really mind to just play with you. There's no real need for you to be like big or small indie Vtuber streamer or something. We can just enjoy a game once in a while. If there's anything you would want to try, we probably would be able to like join. Not like I'm at demand right now. Hey, no problem, my man. I always enjoy a good company. Having a good company is always nice. Of all things, you can also try it. Final Fantasy XIV free trial, which includes an awarded, a highly acclaimed Realm Reborn and highly acclaimed Heavensward expansion with 60 levels and no restriction on playtime whatsoever. I will play in the Walker release. Good luck with that. I will have to wait an entire 24 hours until maintenance ends. Which actually reminds me, I probably will be sinking myself in the Final Fantasy tomorrow. Because I still need to do some leveling. A lot of it, actually. The highly acclaimed. With grandiose words. Yeah. Wait, give me a second. I will try to read the thing. Like, the entirety of this meme thing. I had it saved somewhere. The question is where. Where is it? There is that copy paste. Seriously. Can't find it for some reason. Oh well. Oh. I guess I found it. Have you heard of critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV with an expanded free trial which you can play through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 16 for free with no restriction on playtime? It's Final Fantasy XIV! You can play it through the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up to level 16 for free, with no restriction on playtime. Yeah, try it. The free trial is absolutely free. But yeah, it was a great step on them. Like, it's a really great thing they did. I didn't exactly expect them to, aside from the fact that they bumped the level cap, they actually added the entire second expansion in the mix, and not just and not just like the content you get as soon as you reach level 16. You can actually clear everything until patch 3.65, which is all the raids, all the alliance raids, and all relic quests. There's a ton of content to play, and it's all free. Previously, I wouldn't even dream of it because early on, the free trial was only 2 weeks, 30 levels. That's the entirety of it. Like, basically identical to what World of Warcraft had. And now, Final Fantasy is clearly just punch in the back on World of Warcraft with their free trial. Oh, the irony. And I'm not even saying that, like, World of Warcraft is actually bad. I will be honest, I haven't tried to put any cash into it. I did try free trial of World of Warcraft and the game just didn't sit well with me. It felt kinda dull compared to Final Fantasy. But then maybe that was just me, because a long time ago I tried to drag in World of Warcraft veteran into Final Fantasy to play with me. I failed. I failed miserably. It didn't work out. No, the chat should be fine. Is it missing on messages? Huh. Give me a second. I will check on Twitch dashboard to see. There might be after mode turned on. Hmm. Yes, Stream Manager on mobile doesn't want to show me any messages. But yeah, I have. Hello, welcome, Sandra Maya. Welcome to the stream, and sorry if you were expecting gameplay. Didn't. Mm, I didn't switch. That's my bad. I didn't switch the current content of the stream to just chatting or anything. Like, I've played the game an hour ago. It was really short. Oh. The Russian people coming in. Should I be worried? Wait, are you the same person that visited my stream? My journey stream? Yeah, Russian bros are cool. Some are. And some aren't that much. I don't really mind as long as people are, like, not going overboard. But I'm still just can't not feel a little bit worried. You should be alarmed if it's on CSGO. But not on streams, they're clone streams. I wouldn't say so. You should check the very ending of my second journey stream recording. Because things quickly went out of hands. Well, they started to spam emotes. They started to ask what I would personally consider provocative political questions. Things I didn't want to answer. And all of that was provoked by the fact that, as said, yeah, I understand a little bit of Russian. So, if you're saying something, it's quite possible that I do understand what you're trying to say. So, I might not like it. And it's not going to be my fault because me not liking what you say sometimes means that maybe it's you saying something that you shouldn't be saying. Obviously, it's also on me because I still don't have clear rules for the chat, for moderation, for what I don't want to see in chat. But I don't want the chat to go political, too geographical. I don't want to see racism. I don't want to see like many other things raised up, like matters of skin color, gender, or the being part of specific nation. I don't care about that stuff. I don't want anyone on my stream to care about that stuff. Why should I? I'm here to have fun. I'm here for hours to have fun. Why do you need to bring these things here? I don't want it here. So if that happens, I will be hitting people with one hammer. And that's one of the problems I have with Russians. For some reason, they find it really funny to talk about Ukraine and their situation and everything that's near them. I don't want to hear any of it. I don't want to answer to any of it. No, I don't ask you about political situation. Last message I say I don't understand today interested in Russian meme. Yeah, I know. I'm explaining the situation from Journey stream. I have no offense towards you. You've done nothing wrong, at least to my memory right now. You're in the clear. Do not worry. Do not sweat it. All cool. Russian bros! Yay! We're all cool. But I'm just saying, I don't appreciate these things. I probably need to write it down somewhere. Like, because I'm small, Vtuber, I again didn't consider it to be like necessary because due to my small scale and size, I imagine that there won't be big chats there. I can't really control the conversation and see that it doesn't strive in the unpleasant direction. But then I was faced with an issue. Sense is completely understandable now. Yeah, I guess it's understandable, but I probably need to get that somewhere in writing. So I would just poke people at it, like, hey, here I said that I don't want that, so maybe just don't do that. Because of my small stance of small subscribers and viewers count, I consider that it won't be necessary because I can just tell it. And I was thinking that it won't be taking too much time, but then I get carried away like this. I'm sorry. It was really not my intent. Well, maybe it is, but yeah. The more you know, I should have just wrote the rule set on words I don't want to hear and things I don't want to see. Man, I still need to do so much work to improve the quality of my channels. Like, both Twitch and YouTube. So, yeah. It's okay, don't feel down. I'm trying, but I really can't. I really can't not feel down about myself sometimes because my own action is what is letting me down. Like, I've already seen like my own mistakes in this whole streamer thing, that the couple of things that I feel are okay to be neglected just because I'm only starting are actually continue to occasionally backfire at me here and there. And that just becomes increasingly noticeable. It's your English is fine. Small streamers do have a special kind of atmosphere, I agree. It's mostly because we can basically interact with most of our audience. There's no hassle in the chat, so we can talk about our own things, we can freely interact with what little audience we have. And that just makes the stream a little bit more cozy, I think. There's literally no reason to rush it. And besides, making mistakes was actually uh, a choice that I clearly made on my own. So I want to learn from these mistakes. I want to make these mistakes to learn from them, is what I wanted to say. And there is nothing wrong about making them, as long as I get valuable lessons from it. It's another thing that I still need to put these lessons to use. And that's something I'm not doing yet. Anyways, I guess I will be concluding the stream for today, because I'm generally a little bit too tired, in all honesty. And there's still some things I need to round up at my main job before I will be getting to the secondary one, which I hopefully will get, but it's more likely to happen than not to happen. And I will be fine. So, yeah, we'll see you all on December 2nd on the Dead Cells stream. For that, I will hook up the Twitch chat integration, so we will be kinda able to play together. I will be starting fresh, and you will be able to put extra obstacles on my way. And, well, I guess we all will have some fun. Until then, well, for anyone new, I hope you are interested to see that. Oh no, I might make it unplayable. Well, we will see. We will see. It's all for fun and giggles. I'm not hoping to make any serious progress. I will be mostly fooling around and training, because I'm not really good at that game. So we will see where it all gets us. And for anyone who's new, well, if you're interested to see that, subscribe to my channel, or better yet, to Twitter to receive my stream notifications. And I will see you on Thursday on Dead Cells stream. I wish they had a YouTube integration as well. Maybe we do, though I don't think so. So that would technically accept also commands from YouTube chat. That would be nice. Anyways, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you on the next stream. Take care and bye bye.